So hi all. So in the previous session, we have discussed about company code, and the credit control area. So in this session, the financial accounting global settings new, we will see how we can maintain the fiscal year variant. Then we will assign fiscal year variant to the company code. Then we will define variants for the open and posting period. Then we will assign to the company code. Then we will open and posting periods. Okay, we will open the accounts for which we can do the posting, and then we will define the field status variant, and then we will assign the field status variant to company code, and also we will see the document types and also the posting key. So first we will see how we can maintain the fiscal year variant. Okay. So fiscal year is the period for which the company prepares the financial statements. It can be a calendar year, that means from January to December, or it can be a non-calendar year, that can be from April to March. Okay, and also it can be a short-term fiscal year. If a business starts at the let's take it on September, so you want to make a financial report for the September to December, so it will be a short-term fiscal year. Okay, now let's go in the SAP path. I will show you how we can do this. Okay, so for the T code is OB29. I will show you the path. Go to the implementation screen. Okay. SAP reference IMG. It's taking some time, so please wait. Okay, financial accounting new, financial accounting global settings new, then ledgers. Then here you can see fiscal year and posting periods. So here first we will maintain the fiscal year variant. Okay, here you can see there is some predefined in SAP. Okay, that is V3 from April to March, which is a non-calendar year. And also you can see that some shortened fiscal year is there. Okay, and there is also for the calendar year K1, which is for the calendar year. So let's maintain a fiscal year which is non-calendar year. So for that we have to go to, I will maintain from April to March. Okay, so April 2020 to March 2021. Go to new entries. I'm defining by something. I'm defining by something L5. Okay, and description April to March. Okay, and four special periods. So normally there will be 12 posting periods and four special posting periods. Okay, so after closing for each quarter, there will be special posting period. So after closing of one quarter, if you have to do any posting, you have to do it in the special posting period. Okay, that's why we are maintaining the special posting period. So it's not year dependent, and it's not also the calendar year, and the number of posting periods is 12, and the number of special posting period is 4. Okay, so select this. Select this and go to periods. Here you have to maintain the period for the fiscal year. Okay, So normally the month is 1. You have to give the calendar years. Okay, and you have to give the days in each month, okay, for the calendar year. Okay, and the period will be, that is 1 for January, that is in the next year, so it will be 10, and the year shift will be -1, and the second period which will be -1, and 12 which will be -1. For the period 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this will be for the current year, so the year shift will be 0. Okay, and this is for the next year, so we have to shift it from the next year to this year. Okay, for that we are giving -1, and after save this. Okay, so we have maintained our fiscal year variant. Now we have to assign this to the company code. For that, the T code is OB37. Okay, assign company code to fiscal year variant. So this is our company code for which we have maintained the fiscal year variant as L5. Okay, enter. Okay, April to March for special, and after this save this. Now we will define variance for the opening posting period. So that go back. Here you can see that posting periods. Here we have to define variance for open posting period. So we will make the posting period open for doing the posting of the invoices for the end users, and after the month end we can close the posting period so that the end users will not be able to post in that particular period. Okay, so we can restrict them from posting in that the closed period. So first we will define the posting period. Okay, we will give a variant. I will give ABCD. Open posting period. Okay, and save this. Now I will assign this posting period to company code. So my company code is 1750. I will assign ABCD. Okay, and I will save this. Then go back. Then you have to open and close posting periods. So here you have to define the accounts for do the posting. So here you can see that there is plus ADKS account. Okay, so plus means is for general. We can do all types of posting here, so they will not be giving any account range. Okay, and for A means asset, D for customer, and K for vendor, and S for general accounts. Okay, And here you can see from period 1 to 12. So from period 1 to 12, it's open. You can do the posting. And also the special periods 13 to 16 is also open to do the postings. I will create one new entry. I will give my variance, the account type, will be plus. Okay, here I will define asset. Here I will define customer. Here vendor, and also here general. Okay. Here I'm not defining any number range from period 1 year 2020 to period 12 year 2021, from period 13, which is special posting periods, year 2022 period 16, for the year 2021. Okay. And here we can define the number range infinite. And same thing, we can open all posting periods. And same way we can do it for the vendor accounts. And special posting periods. And this for GL, general accounts. Okay, so we have given the open and posting periods. So if we change these as to 4, that means you can do postings from the 4th period. So first 3 periods will be closed. You will not be able to do posting in that period. So we can restrict the end users from posting in that period. Okay. So in the month end, we have to close that period. Okay. I'm again changing that. Okay, I have saved this. Now we will see the field status variant. For that, the T code is OBC4. I will show you the path where you can see the field status variant. For that, go to Financial Accounting New, Financial Accounting Global Settings. And here you can see ledgers. Sorry, in this, you have to go to fields. And here you can see field status variant. Normally, we used to copy from the standard one, that is 001. So we don't have to create a new one. We can select the standard one. Here I will show you. The field status variant, which controls which fields are to be mandatory, which fields are to be suppressed, or which field has to be made optional. Okay. So according to that, you can do that. So at the time of posting, you can do that. If you want to suppress the invoice reference number, you can do that. If you want to make the invoice reference as required entry, you can click on this. And also, if you want to make this optional, you can do that. Okay. So here you don't have to do any changes. According to our requirements, we can do that. And now we will assign this field status. So this 001, which is a standard one, we will assign this to our company code. For that, go back. And here you can see that assign company code to field status variant. So this is our company code, and we will assign that 001. And after, save this. Okay. Now we will see the document types. For that, the transaction code is OBA7. And the SAP path is, go back. Here you can see document and document types. Okay. Here you can see the different document types, okay, which helps to identify a transaction. That is means AA means asset, the transaction related to asset, and the KR means is related to the vendor invoice, which helps you to identify the transaction. And also inside that there is a number range. For that we have to maintain the number range interval. Okay. So this will help you to the which type of transaction is this. Okay. And you can define it for the document types for the entry in the ledger also, and also for the general ledger view. Okay. And now we'll see the posting keys. So here you can see the defined posting keys. So the posting key helps to identify whether a line item is debit or credit. So for that, you can see here 40, which is a debit entry, and also 50, which is a credit entry. So in this, there will be a reverse posting key for 40, that is 50. You can see that. And in the 50, you can see the reversal posting is 40, which is for the GL account. This is also predefined. The posting keys are also predefined. So we don't want to do any changes in that. So I think you understood this concept. Thanks for watching the video. And we will see in more in the next sessions. Okay. That's all. Thank you.